in a minute. Hold on. Unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of the target, so right up on her.
Alright.
We find him again. I believe he gets 40 HP. And then as an action, we will, she's within 60 feet?
Yes.
Great. We'll start her with as an action. It's a 16 to hit.
A 16 will miss.
Okay, that's fine. That's my turn. But we'll get a bite from Arcturus.
Okay.
This is... I need to lock that. He's got a +5? That sounds right. Yes, +5. So that's an 11.
Alright. An 11 will miss.
That's fine.
Alrighty. And then Bracken, we come to your turn.
Yes.
50 feet away.
Excellent. 50 feet. Could it be 45? Tell you what, I'll use a bonus action to dash with a Step of the Wind.
Alright.
That off. Where are my key points? There they are. Focus points. Sorry. And we're gonna go for 2 punches.
Well, the first one hits.
I'm going to spend a superiority die on that first one to do a trip attack.
Okay.
So there. I need a DC 18 strength save.
Strength save. Not her best.
Good.
That is a 4.
Excellent. They are prone.
Okay, so she is prone now. But that's all you can do on your turn. And that means that it's her turn. And she is going to... She's going to move away from Bracken and Arcturus, so that will provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yes, please.
Oh wait, Bracken's in melee?
Yes.
He has advantage. Arcturus does. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
Also
Right.
23.
Well, I believe you don't have pack tactics,
Oh, well,
but you still hit.
I could because I got that dog in me.
If only that's how it worked.
13 piercing, and I need a DC 13 strength save.
And strength is not her strong suit.
We like these.
But she got a 16.
Okay,
Alright,
she's
so
fine.
as she crawls back, she stands up and begins to cast a spell and disappears again.
Damn it. It's a little late, but just for future reference, can I use superiority die on attacks of opportunity?
I don't believe so. I believe superiority dice are on your turn, but I
Okay.
can double check on that.
Here we go. Can you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon or unarmed strike? No, yeah. It's whatever.
Yeah, if it says that it's not beholden to a certain thing, then yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, that is Jelloves's turn. Cecil, we come to you. You can't see Jelloves.
Can I move the 30 feet and swing at where I last saw her?
Yeah, for sure.
Am I at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay, I got 2 more. 21.
You swing in the area where you last saw Jelloves and you hit nothing.
Well, I'm gonna swing again.
Yeah, why not? Maybe you were just facing the wrong direction.
That was only a 17.
We like to roll dice. Alright. It is going to then be Avi, your turn.
Cool. This is fine. You know what? I'm gonna hold my action. I'll prepare a starry wisp. Maybe I'll move forward 20 feet.
Alrighty.
For when when and if she becomes visible again.
Okay.
But Arcturus is he can see her, so he's gonna run up to her. Is she within 50 feet of him?
She would be within 50 feet.
Great, he's gonna run right up to her and bite her.
Alright.
However, that's a natural one.
Does not hit.
But he's on her.
This is true. Alrighty. And with that, Bracken, it's your turn. You can
Yes.
see that Arcturus tried to bite something.
I'm gonna go after where he bit and just go for a swing.
Alright, that is going to be disadvantage on your attack rolls.
You got it. Nope. I don't know why that one didn't roll at disadvantage. 16 and a 17.
Alright.
2 hits, right?
That is 2 hits.
Holy crap. Bat. Bat. And we'll go for a bonus strike. 20 to hit. For another 12.
Alright. That
Roll with
is,
hands.
that is going to force a save here. Which she fails, so her invisibility is gone.
Excellent.
And then... let me just check something here as we come to her turn.
Can I do my held action?
Oh, that's right.
A 20 to hit.
That'll hit her.
16 radiant. And
Alright.
I think she glows a little.
Yeah, it's dim light, if I remember correctly.
And light and benefit from invisible condition.
Well, she's not invisible anymore. But she is going to cast another spell. And she disappears again. But I will say that this is in a way that Arcturus cannot see her, as she is not invisible.
That doesn't matter. He knows where his target is at all times.
He does, but
Uh-huh.
he would not, like, for the purposes of this battle, she is not anywhere close enough that he has visual sight on her.
Okay.
So,
She ran away.
she did.
Well, what the hell?
So at this point, combat is going to come to an end. Arcturus knows the direction of where she's at. She's back
If-
towards Darkholm.
Uh-oh.
Okay. If he's probably taken off, so
He's going to disappear before he reaches it, but because he only lasts 5 minutes. But you have an idea of where she's at.
We gotta get
She's heading
moving.
back to the city.
yep.
We gotta go.
Then we go.
What time of day? It's late, right? It's like nighttime, middle
Yeah.
of the night, Faye.
Yeah.
Avi, can you send a message to my sister,
I sure
Willa?
can. Willa? Absolutely.
What?
Nothing.
Never mind.
What
There's
do
no
you want
time.
me to
There's no
say?
time.
What am I
Can
saying?
you have her meet us in the stables with her brothers and sister? And it's an emergency.
Okay. I will cast sending to Willa. I know it's late. This is an emergency. Gather your siblings and meet us at the stables.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, I guess.
She'll see us soon.
All right, then we got to get there.
I'm taking off after Arcturus.
So how do you plan to get back into the city?
I don't know.
Carefully.
Are the gates see-through?
No.
Crisscross bits?
No. It's a heavily fortified kind of city.
Why do you have
We've
to?
climbed it before.
Yeah.
I haven't. You gonna give
You
me a
got
boost?
magic-y stuff.
I guess I do.
Cecil looks at the height of himself compared to where the ground is.
Is it like
Yeah, I'll give you a
fortified or
boost,
like
Avi.
fortified?
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yes, that's your answer.
No, I can. I'll figure something out.
So as you get back to the gates, and the walls, how do you approach? Do you keep an eye out for the patrolling guards and just hope you can slide over like you did the last time? Do you utilize magic of some sort?
There is absolutely no. Oh, hold on. Near door must be placed within 10 feet that you can see, while the distant one can be one that you visualize. Okay. I've been through the gates. I know things that are on the other side of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Shadow Portal on the wall. And then have the other one just inside the wall.
Yeah.
But what are the stables within 200 feet of the gate?
Where you're entering, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll put the other one just inside the gate.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, inside.
All right.
Cecil's skipping through.
Yeah. Hip hip. Hey.
Cecil's putting his helmet on.
Okay, yes. So, as your group makes it away over or across, you're in the city now. It's not hard to make it to the stables, and let me just roll something here. And you would notice there are 4 figures that are waiting in the lamplight of the stable. All gnome-sized.
Do they all like ride Shetland ponies?
Avi will walk in. Good, you made it.
Yeah, and I grabbed the family.
Really, I'm so sorry, but I mean,
No, you said it was emergency.
there's a lot going on, and I don't know that I'm the person to tell you what's happening.
Cecil will remove his helmet and step from the shadows into the lamplight. Hey, everybody.
Gasps abound, and there is a narrowing of Zared's eyes. He's the first one to speak. You know you weren't supposed to be here.
I wouldn't be here if there wasn't a good reason.
A reason that is permissive of us to ignore our duties.
Yep. That's about all that would get me back.
As you say this, Willa will sort of come behind Zared and just sort of smack him across the back of the head. Why are you pulling this hard-ass city security right now? Cecil is here in an emergency.
I know what risks I've taken here, and I don't blame any of you for doing your duty. But here, and Cecil will rummage through his bag for a bit and pull out the journal. He'll flip to a page he had marked with some particularly incriminating spots of Thalen's journal, and he'll hand it to Raymond, his oldest brother.
As Raymond looks over this, face a little hard to read, his lips pursed. Yeah, that's pretty damning right there.
Yeah, and how about this? And he'll flip through to where the spot he had marked where maybe Cecil isn't as guilty as everyone had thought, and he'll show that to Zared.
Well, well, well.
As you show this to Zared, he sort of scowls, and the council will have to overrule your sentence.
I don't really care about that right now. I'm more concerned about the city. It's not just Thalen.
Well, who else could it be?
There's other agents that are working with him, and even these Darkwing fairies. We just had an encounter with one on the other side of the wall, out in the woods. She keeps turning invisible, and we caught her having a conversation with something or someone.
Jellives is not a dark-winged fairy. She is...
Well, yeah, she's a gnome.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Oxford
There's a
commas and
comma
whatnot.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What are we doing tonight about this? Or are we doing anything tonight about this? You want us to sneak you into the home? That way we can plan. We can get like access to the armory.
That might help, but it seems Thalen has quite the backing now. The mayor even asked us to investigate, not even knowing who I was.
There is as soon as Thalen's name is mentioned, a scowl sort of appears on Willa's face as well as Cecilia's.
I know, Cecilia. We were kind of near today.
And as you say that, her scowl becomes replaced by something else. What do you mean?
We were following and tracking Thalen, and we just saw you.
You saw me and you didn't say anything?
I didn't want to blow my cover quite yet. I didn't want to put any of you in danger.
Screw danger, Cecil.
I know.
She sort of huffs out of breath and looks away. Alright, well, let's think about this. We don't want to just rush in, and Willa throws a look over to Raymond, who narrows his eyes back. If we've got more agents, that are at work here, and does Thalen know that you guys know?
We kind of broke into his house and stole that journal. And,
So he's gonna
it's
know that it's
Jellives,
missing.
his cousin. Yeah, and
Mm.
it's his cousin that we jumped.
Jellives. Those two are thicker than thieves. This is not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, this is why I picked the time to take this dumb helmet off. We already turned her to snowflakes once. In Atravenza.
That wasn't really her.
Well, we turned something about like her. We've crossed with her before.
which makes this perhaps worse because she knows then what you're capable of and can plan for a counterattack. Alright. In our best interest for playing this smart, I don't think we should do anything tonight about this. But we need to mark quickly. Zared's got all the city stuff, and as much as he's going to bitch and moan about it, he's going to help us. And she gives that very sisterly look over to Zared, who rolls his eyes. And then I'll see about what we can do about not getting put on any patrols that take us out of the city. Though if Phelan's aware, he might try and work that against us. If not, I'll try and get you some sort of servant's entrance into the house that you'd have access to in that case. And Cecilia will also be able to help facilitate getting you into the Darkholm armory and whatever else we might need. And we'll probably
Whatever
need to...
he's been planning, he's probably going to pull the trigger even if he's not fully ready.
That sounds like him, all right. Let's meet up tomorrow. I can get us early access into the ugly kitten, the ugliest kitten, and we can be there in the morning, private, talk things over.
Okay. Whatever his plans are, they probably include Cecilia.
He's probably making a play for
Everything.
everything, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna meet up at the ugliest kitten in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll be ready. This is Avi, and that's Bracken.
Hey,
Hi.
Cecilia, that's who sent you a message once.
Hi. It's nice to meet you.
It's good meeting you as well. Sorry for my, for
No.
earlier.
Don't be sorry.
And,
We should go get rest.
yeah. And as your siblings leave, Cecil, the last one to leave is Zared, who looks at you, and there is the displeasure of the situation on his face, and do not make any trouble. Make this more of a hassle than it already is.
Of course, Jared. I'll do that if you can improve your tour guide skills. And Cecil will turn around and skip away. He's gonna put his helmet back on.
So
oh man, skipping.
from here, it is evening. It's in the night. What do you want to do? Do you want to head back to the barracks? Head back to the bed and breakfast? What's the play?
We should get some rest.
We really should.
I'm not sure. I don't know if we should split up though.
Bracken,
Oh,
you ought to
but
come with us.
they're gonna know if I don't come back, something's up, right?
Well,
Or they?
they know that you're part of another group.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, we can pull Cecil's bed out and you guys can sleep head to foot or something.
Yeah, all right. We'll make it work.
Yeah, just like you and Terraminder.
Alright. You get back to the bed and breakfast. Room 4. You can easily pull out the bed and make a full-sized and is there anything that you do this evening? Do you attempt to take watches? Do you feel safe in your room here? What's going on?
I think a watch is a good idea. After what we just did.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll take first.
I'll take the morning.
That puts Cecil in the middle. Avi, Cecil. All right, Avi.
Mm-hmm.
First watch is yours.
Yep.
Let's start off with a perception roll.
19.
Lovely. with that, I'll keep that in mind, but what are you, if anything, doing on this watch?
Definitely just kind of keeping my head out the window, um, watching for anything. But also, um, she's real proud of Cecil. Um, for one, sticking to the bagel bit for so long. Um, and what he's willing to do for the place he's from.
Okay. You notice nothing out of place during your watch. Cecil, it is your watch. Let's start with a perception roll.
27.
I'll keep that in mind. What are you doing, if anything, on your watch?
If Cecil's watching out the window, definitely making sure there's nothing, no commotion anywhere in the town that he can detect. He's looking near, he's looking far, he's looking towards the wall, he's looking past the wall, anywhere where he might be able to get some piece of information. While he's doing that, he's thinking about the encounter he just had that he didn't think he would ever have with his siblings again. They're all always pretty close, even though there's some conflicting personalities. And he feels a little bad that he waited so long to reveal himself, but he still feels like he did the right thing.
In the pre-dawn, as your watch comes to an end, Cecil, you have not seen any sorts of activities that are concerning. Perhaps that is just due to timing. Maybe vigilance will be still needed as your time in Darkhold continues. Bracken,
Yes.
it is your turn for a watch.
For good old perception check.
A perception check.
A nice even 10 for you.
Oh, I love an average roll.
We're gonna die.
I'll keep your 10 in
Yeah.
mind as your watch goes on. Is there, if anything, something you do during your watch?
You know, I'm into a bit of a habit these days, so I'll go around about making breakfast. Something light out of the rations we've got. You know, some little finger sandwiches or something like that.
Easy enough done. There is a full working kitchen here at the bed and breakfast that you can probably sneak into your way into.
That is what I will do.
Yeah. It is as you have finished making breakfast and are on your way, bringing it back up to the room, that firstly, you all can complete your long rests and press that button.
Right.
And secondly, Bracken, you receive a message.
Oh.
A voice in your mind. One you've loathed for a very long time.
Yeah, that's fair.
As Dalafor sends to you. House Nightwing reinforcements are being sent as my ally has reported troubles in Darkhold. Among these, the traitor Stradala.
A, B.
That is what is sent.
Is this a conversation or okay,
Yeah.
it's a message?
So you can reply, but you have 25 words to do so.
Okay, what was that last bit?
The traitor Stradala is among the reinforcements being sent.
Gotcha. What do you want me to do about it? I'm already here. Just let me finish this mission already.
You will assist the reinforcements as my alliance is what keeps you employed and not executed. I want Stralda dead. If you cannot manage it, someone else will.
Third, I have 24 more words, so I'm just going to waste them as well as your time and I guess mine as well.
There is no other response.
And I will report to the rest of my group, hey, there's some reinforcements coming. There's so Strelda's in my side of the stuff wants them dead.
Who'd you get a message from?
Dalfor.
Did you tell him that Thalen's planning to betray and backstab him?
I suppose I could have used those 24 words a little bit better.
Avi.
I'll cast Sende. Dalipor.
Whoops.
Apologies for Bracken. You should know Thalen is planning to betray you in some capacity. Please be prepared.
Cecil's pointing at the
At the what?
journal. We have evidence.
Evidence found.
No need to apologize for Bracken. I'm quite aware of his behaviors. As for Thalen, I'm not entirely surprised. Thank you for the advance.
Well, he knows. He's not surprised, though.
All right. Well, then he won't be mad when we take him out of play too.
I guess not.
We gotta assassinate someone. Is that what you said, Bracken?
Yeah, they want someone in the midst of the reinforcements coming that's a traitor. They want him dead.
Stravala is the name?
Yeah, that's the one.
Stradala.
Stradala.
That's the one.
Got it. Alright, well.
Now, Bracken, you would know who Stradala is. Stradala is the consort to Queen Lanafrey, who is Dalifor's mother.
Oh, so
And,
His stepdaddy?
Stradala is a she.
stepmommy.
Stepmommy?
Stradala, Regent Stradala is her actual title. She is I need a military advisor to Lana Frey. And
We've met her already.
I don't know that you've met her. You've seen her. She was.
You've seen her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely has a warrior's build, but in a lean way.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll deal with that when that presents itself in front of us. As it stands, we got to get to the ugliest kitten.
Well, that should be easy enough.
All right.
Helmet on.
You made breakfast?
Yeah, I made those sandwiches today. I didn't
Oh,
have a
good.
whole lot
Quick.
left
To
up.
go stuff. I
Yeah.
love it.
Helmet.
I'll grab
Helmet
one.
off. Sandwich in.
Just shove the sandwich in one
Helmet
bite.
back on.
So, again, you guys all have been to the, what's it called? The Ugliest
I
Kitten.
just said it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, my brain lags. So yeah, you've all been there before, so it's easy enough to make your way to the Ugliest Kitten. And when you approach, while it is closed this early in the morning, the door is unlocked, and entering in, you hear quiet conversations, but you can see exactly who's having them, which is Willa, Raymond, Zared, and Cecilia.
Cecil will walk over and sit down and take off his helmet again.
All right, okay. We've got a battle plan that we need to go through.
Yeah.
Sounds good. What are you thinking?
Thinking we just go in and we kill him, Raymond says.
Well,
Saying, look, I mean, it's the same sentence you got. We just take out the trial bit and...
don't you think arresting him might be a little cleaner?
Arresting him would be proper, Zared says, looking at Raymond.
Oh, well, if
Right.
he agrees with the arresting thing, I don't want to do that.
It's what he deserves. But
I-
we gotta think about what the people will think. He's gotten very popular.
I don't know that it would be cleaner to have him arrested. It would be justifying to do so. But there's going to be a whole sort of political tidal wave after that. I mean, Cecil, you didn't even see what happened after your sentencing.
What happened?
Well, there was definitely there was some disturbance in the ranks of the guards around the fairy fields. And that was just a more immediate response to you having left. Maybe we don't talk about the rest of the things that happened. Willow will step in. Not really terribly important right
Okay. Well, when this is all over, we can set everything right.
I think the first thing that we need to worry about is just getting Thalen out of where he's at, whether that's an arrest, whether that's some sort of imprisonment, whether that's death, whatever happens, we can't have him where he's currently at.
Of course. You think we try and catch him in his office, or?
No. His office is gonna have guards.
So we gotta catch him on the
How many?
street.
It might be...
That's not gonna look great either.
If Jelives has already told him about what happened last night, he's probably gonna have guards 24/7. He's got enough coin to hire them.
How many? How many from the city do you think are loyal to him?
Hard to say for sure.
What about this? And I hate to step in, and I'm kind of an outsider here. He's obviously interested in Cecilia, and I don't want to implicate her as much as you guys don't. What if we find a location beforehand and you walk with him often? I'm sure.
More than I'd like.
I understand. Maybe you mentioned that you want some privacy with him for a moment, and you lead him to us.
Raymond smiles. An ambush. That could work.
With bait, though? With Cecilia as bait?
I know I hate it, but
I mean, if we're all there...
and he wants her, so he'd be willing.
I think the only other one...
Want is a bad word to use, but
I think the only other bait that we have would be you, Cecil. He seems to have enough of a grudge against you.
Yeah, I think that's well documented in his little journal here.
the only reason I said Cecilia and not Cecil is that he would be more likely to have his guard down with her.
Avi, do you have any magic way to disguise me? Maybe make me look like Cecilia?
To disguise you?
Yeah.
I could. Not with magic, but it's got a disguise kit.
I'm not sure I'd be able to throw him off with her voice or anything. I don't know. Cecilia, what do you think?
Not... This is... not at all I'm used to doing. It seems simple enough. It achieves what needs to be done. Willa puts an arm around her. Yeah, don't worry. Once you get there, we'll get you in an area where, you'll be guarded, you'll be safe. No need for you to fight.
When we spring the trap, how do we get Cecilia away from him quick enough?
I can send her away. 200 feet, at least.
You can always bring Sekhmet. You can be there ready to pounce.
Panther's so viable option.
Yeah. Where then? Where would he least expect it? The fields?
We can't get there unseen.
Zared could get us in. But I'm not sure how loyal they all are, or who they're loyal to.
There's
That might
definitely,
be putting us in a spot where we're surrounded.
Mm.
yeah, there's definitely some patrol guys that are still very big on Thalen. Alright. And this will be more of a risk towards you, Cecil. The open fields outside of the manor. It'll give us open ground, which can provide us if a battle breaks out.
Yeah. That would work.
You might want to wear your helmet, though.
For a while. I want him to know I'm back.
You, I'd say best wait until after Zared handles some stuff before you let him know you're back. He's gotten a little more strict since everything went down.
Father?
Yeah.
Okay. We've still got this journal, though.
It'll help, and Zared has been convinced to bring it up to the council for a reevaluation of your sentencing.
A confession might help.
As you say that, Cecilia will speak up. That I could help with.
How so?
I've been practicing magic in the temple, and while it's not something that can compel the truth, it will at least allow me to know if someone is speaking truth.
Yeah, that sounds helpful. He'll have to be alive for that.
A shame, Raymond says.
Well, he only has to live in for long enough to admit to what he did.
Admission, witnesses?
Right. I've been practicing magic too, actually. And Cecil will pull out his little moon amulet from around his neck.
And Cecilia, her eyes get a little glassy, a little teary. She doesn't say anything, but she just nods.
I'll tell you all about where I found this, or earned it, I suppose, after all of this is over.
Now Willa seems intrigued. We really gotta wait for that? Yeah, how long of a story can that be?
It was from a vault of an order of ancient vampires that we kind of helped out.
Alright, I can see how that might be a long story.
Yeah, there is quite a bit more to it.
Yeah, you should have seen this one at the vampire
Oh,
coven.
stop it.
Are we gonna do this today then?
Today might be best. I don't know that we should do it right away. But maybe, high sun?
Sounds good. How are we gonna get us in the manor, or at least in position?
Stick with me. I gotta go, get Sekhmet ready, and then, we can head over there together.
Is it just us, or are you bringing anyone loyal to you? Any of you?
I can go see about talking to one of our patrols, Raymond says as he looks to Willow. At least anyone that's not been put out.
Just the ones you trust. I don't... Hopefully this doesn't spiral out of control, but...
I unfortunately cannot be, looking for people to add, as Arid says. I have to keep up appearances until the situation comes about.
I understand.
The temple really doesn't have any sort of fighters, so I don't know that I have anyone that could help.
Okay. We also heard that there's a whole bunch of Darkwing fairies on the way.
And you hear Zared give a sigh. Well, there goes any sort of time I had of keeping up appearances, so now I have actual work.
If you can keep them from getting into the city for as long as possible, they just might complicate things.
I will do what I can, but this political minefield Thalen has created is... If there are complications, I'm sure it's set to explode.
Well, and here, look at this. And Cecil will pull the journal out and slap it on the table, and he'll go to the part about where Thalen was to betray the fairies. What is he even thinking? Inviting them in and then stabbing them in the back? He'll turn it around and slide it over to Zared, and whoever else wants to read over their shoulder.
Seems that he's trying to get a home field advantage. He knows the grounds here as allies. Brings in your enemies and creates a vacuum.
Well, we'll stop that before it becomes a problem.
Hopefully. I can only imagine what sort of machinations are happening on the other side of this alliance.
Especially since he wants to stab him in the back as soon as he can. It just doesn't make sense.
So, from here, the group sort of splits up. You've got a couple of hours before high sun, about 3 hours. What sort of preparations would you like to do, if any? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm pretty much good to go.
Yeah,
Ready to
Cecil's pretty
beat some
ready.
people up.
So, you're able to spend some time with Willa and Sekhmet at the stables. a few other Panther Knights come through and tend to their own mounts or set out. But when the time is closer, Willow will sort of gear up Sekhmet with saddle, bridle, all the things that are needed to help maintain and direct such a beast. You would notice that they're different than what you would see on a horse. The saddle is more of a soft leather, allows for the body of the feline. The bridle doesn't come as such more restrictive, but more of a guiding area. And you would know, Cecil, from riding your own panther, that the bridle is more for areas of more chaotic natures where the panther could be a bit more frantic and needs more of a guiding hand than normal. But you're able to set out.
Hey Willa, guess what?
What?
I saw a unicorn and I almost had a chance to ride it.
Bullshit.
I
Yeah.
saw it. It was on a boat.
A
And then it
unicorn
disappeared.
on a boat that disappeared.
Yeah, it just kind of poofed and then it poofed again. See? She'll tell you.
I'll tell you that it's the truth.
Yeah, he's telling
Huh?
make him up.
But I'm not telling make 'em ups. What?
Nah, he's telling the truth.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It was way too tall. I never would have gotten up there.
Yeah, that's why you wouldn't have been able to ride it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of the reasons.
there's a multitude of reasons why you wouldn't have been able to ride that unicorn.
But that's the number one reason that comes to mind.
No, I don't know.
The next time I see one,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
gonna happen.
Next time.
I'm pretty good
You
on the
did?
bongos now too.
That is true.
You're not even gonna tell her that you got to actually ride a unicorn?
Oh yeah, I did ride a unicorn around a little bit. Yeah, that one was kind of prancing around. It wasn't on a boat though.
No, that one
We
was just
we rescued
in the
that one.
Feywild. It needed help.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
What do you make of that?
Sure. You rode a unicorn.
He did!
Yeah, nah,
Yeah, it was
he
prancing
did.
around and
I
everything.
saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, one big horn right here.
You know, if you said this to Raymond, there'd be a lot more jokes coming your way.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it to him.
Well, check that off the Darkholm bucket list of things we've done. I had a unicorn.
Hell yeah. Cecil's very proud.
So, any other accomplishments that I should know of before we go into this?
Now I'm gonna whip out these bongos later.
He is quite good.
I'm okay.
You're getting better.
Thank you.
It was
I can
very
do it
rough.
now.
It was very rough in the beginning.
You should have seen these tree dudes. They were super into it.
They didn't know what to make of it.
He
They had
had a
so many
whole
questions.
concert just for himself.
I did. I threw a concert to a bunch of tree guys.
Hmm.
They there were so many hands in the air afterwards.
I wasn't
Not
there.
like
I couldn't
clapping.
tell you about it.
They had so many questions.
I cannot vouch for this.
Well, you saw them at the front gate.
Yeah, but I wasn't at the concert. That was the
Oh,
night that me and Ron went on the date.
oh yeah, that one time.
The one time.
Sorry that adventurers have like so much free time.
It ain't like she can't come along with us.
Now, Willa, we call her Ron, but I can't, there's zero chance could ever pronounce her full name, right,
That is
Avi? Which
her.
is
Her name is Ron.
yeah, but there's more.
There's
Ronald.
more, but it's not her name. It was her title.
Oh, well, that's kind of the same thing.
No, she doesn't like it.
Oh, well, it's really long and confusing.
It's Ranoxaga Bride.
See,
Ronald. Last name McDonald.
No, not even close.
Give a farm as well. All right. Willa sort of. Oh, that sounds long.
Yeah, there's apostrophes in it. I'm not entirely sure how to spell it, but she don't like it, so Ron is easier and easier to spell.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I almost had a date recently.
You,
Yeah, you want to tell her what happened?
a, you a
Yeah.
date?
I mean, almost,
You want to tell her what happened?
kinda. I think she would appreciate it more than anyone else.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
I ate a
Tell
whole
me how.
fried onion. I ate a whole fried onion and I had to run out of there because I almost shit my pants.
Oh, oh, I'm definitely telling Raymond about this one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, boss. You couldn't waterboard that one out of.
We might be guilty of oversharing here in Darkholm. You can tell him.
I mean, even if you didn't give me your blessing, it was gonna happen.
Yeah, so I might as well give it. Neither of us will lose sleep over it.
Ah, a whole fried onion. You really didn't think that
It was
through,
a big
did you?
one. No, I didn't know what was happening before I knew and figured it out. It was all over.
Yeah, I'm sure it was all over.
Well, kinda. It wasn't great.
All right. Yeah,
Those are the big things, though.
I'm gonna keep that one in mind. It's gonna be comments, nicknames for sure.
Yeah. Well deserved, honestly.
Mm, so it's a fairly nice walk as you move through the city of Darkholm, but then you start getting out to the areas. You can see the walls of the berry fields in the distance. You can see Darkholm Manor beyond that, and the open fields between. Alright, so not really a lot of good places for us to hide, but we're here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we hide behind a
Should we just
corner
kind
or
of
something.
act natural?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Act natural, like I blend in.
Well, you blend in more these days than you would have a few months ago.
I have not seen many tall people.
Used to be no one but gnomes out here, except for a few handful of people that didn't get into the city but traded at the gates.
Ah,
Shit, you remember Lorcan? Orc fellow?
Yeah, I
Likes to
remember.
gamble?
Yeah, I remember him.
He runs around with us now.
Really? How is he doing?
Yeah. About the same.
That makes sense.
within 5 minutes of meeting him, he had lifted his shirt to show me a scar.
Yeah, that sounds like working.
Yeah, he hasn't changed much since then.
Boozing, betting, and bitches. That's
Yep. That's our Lorcan. And he will not do the dishes.
Will not.
He won't do a lot, actually. He likes to get paid for as little work as possible.
Mm,
I mean, that's kind of the dream, right?
I told
I
him
suppose so.
a month he was on dishes duty. Not once. Not once did he do them. I did them all.
So, as you're waiting, you would notice a few people coming into the area. A few other Panther Knights sort of, they don't come as close to this area, but they kind of keep a nice perimeter. You would notice among them Raymond, and then a few minutes after that, Zared comes forward. He's moving in a very sort of rushed pace, and when he comes, doesn't stop until it's like in the group of you. So there's a bit of an unpalatable progression in the situation here.
What's happening?
I was not able to halt the progression of the forces into Darkholm.
Mm.
They come with a full militia and are prepared to fight. Should I have put up resistance, I'm sure that a Darkholm would have become a battlefield.
Where did they go?
Currently, they are at the barracks, rejoining with the other Nightwing delegates.
Well, that's fine. Where's Thalen?
Hopefully with Cecilia, but he was present during some of the morning's endeavors. These are his immediate allies, after all.
Alright. Well, let's just hope the plan gets stuck to. We'll deal with this, and then we can deal with other stuff after.
Keeping them apart sounds important. Otherwise, we're going to have a much bigger problem on our hands.
And he nods. After this, it should be any minute now that Cecilia comes by with Thalen as part of the moment of privacy. And that's when Avi,
Hmm.
you get a message sent to you. And you hear Cecilia's voice. It's quiet, and I don't have much time. Phelan agreed to walk with me, but he's going to have one of his allied figures, a guard, a few feet back. He's paranoid.
They're coming, but he's got backup. At least one.
Well, I think we can subdue one.
He's gonna be a few feet behind.
Good to know. Well, there should only be like 3 people walking then. Dalen and Cecilia, and then an escort behind them. How close do you need to be to get Cecilia out of there?
10 feet.
Okay. Then I guess we just need to act natural.
Acting natural.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah. So your group is definitely able to sit and wait and act natural. And I think that as we are waiting for Cecilia and Thalen to arrive, we can take a little break here. So, rehydrate, bio break, anything good like that, and we will come back in a few minutes to continue along with this.
How long?
5 minutes. So at 9:37. before it gets to a point where they are like within a close conversational distance, I'd say about maybe like 20 or so feet away, Phelan calls out, particularly towards Zared. Not where I'd be expecting you to take your lunch. And the rest of you? What an odd conglomeration we've got here.
Well, it's such a nice day. We're just, taking in the scenery. It's a beautiful spot.
And his eyes look over towards the walled off fields where the berries are kept to. Beautiful. Yes. Well, we won't interrupt such pleasantries. I was merely escorting Cecilia back home.
Well, that's so kind of you. Yeah, don't let us, hold you up or anything.
Do
And
they start moving again?
before he does that, you would notice that he sort of lifts his hand and gives a bit of a motion. And that the dark-winged fairy lies a little closer before they continue.
Okay. I'm gonna try and catch Cecilia's eye as they're coming in closer.
And as Avi's doing that, Cecil's gonna walk and put himself right in front of Dalen.
Oh yes, the silent one, I've heard of you.
Not so silent.
It's not an immediate recognition, but you can see that there's some sort of thought that crosses over his face as he hears your voice.
Lose something recently?
So I will have to retrieve it from the thief then.
Sounds like a yes. Cecil's gonna turn his little helmeted head towards Avi.
Okay, I'll cast Shadow
Turn
Portal.
back.
Yeah, as this is going on, Cecilia, like, sort of beelines towards you. And I just need to make a roll here real quick. She is almost towards you when she stops. And Cecil, you can see where Phelan's hand has grabbed hold of her wrist. No. No, I don't think you'll be going anywhere, Cecilia. And he draws her closer towards his side. No, I think that our thief here needs to see this. I remember that voice now.
Cecil's gonna take like 2 steps closer and just be leaning there on his warhammer.
Yes, I remember you. Remember my sister. Oh, how she became such the recluse after you left. Oh, I think that my associate, as he calls out, and the Darkwing Fairy will come up, will see to Cecilia's safety. And then the Darkwing Fairy is going to grab hold of Cecilia and begin to fly off. Do you do anything? Any of you?
Just
I would
a
try and grab her.
Yeah, I'm going in after that.
Alright. I'll ask for athletics checks.
Acrobatics.
Athletics. Okay. Unfortunately, Bracken, you are not able to grab hold. But Cecil, you can.
So I'm holding on, trying to get her out of the grasp of this thing.
Alright, so as you are doing that,
could I get yeah, can I get an intelligence save from the fairy?
for sure. That is going to be a 20.
Okay. I believe. Okay, yeah, he'll still take damage. So I'm gonna send a psychic lance,
Okay.
and he'll take 10 psychic.
Alright, so as he grimaces, this will leave an opportunity for an action from Balaam himself. And that is going to be a 25 to hit Cecil,
Yes.
as you are stabbed. And
Ouch.
he is aiming for the kidney.
Good thing I got 2.
Right? So off the bat, that's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw against poison.
21.
21. Let me just double check something here real quick. Da, 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 da. Alrighty. Okay, so because you succeeded against this poison, nothing else happens. But we are going to roll initiatives.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, that's going to be Cecil and Thalen Then Avi. Then our Darkwinged Fairy. And Bracken. And then our NPCs. So, Cecil. You've been stabbed.
Yes.
You have a hold on your sister.
The fairy still has Cecilia, right?
Yeah, you both kind
Like
of
her
have
other
a
arm,
yeah.
that's
You
it?
both have a hold on her. Yeah.
Can I take my warhammer and like swing it around and try and hit the Darkwing Fairy?
Sure. Now I will say that if this goes wrong, you might end up hitting Cecilia.
We won't let that happen. 26.
All right, that hits the Darkwing Fairy.
This is one-handed for 7 damage, but I would like to use the property for this and push the Darkwing Fairy back 10 feet.
Okay.
Was that enough to break the fairy's grasp?
Yeah, I'd say that that's enough to break the grasp for sure.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to swing one-handed twice at Thalen. $20.
Okay.
And then a 23.
Both hit. He's not wearing his armor right now.
I'd like to push him 10 feet back on the second one.
Okay.
And then I will say, go, get out of here to Cecilia, and then I'll move up the 10 feet. Did I push the fairy and Thalen in opposite directions?
Yeah, they would have been slightly opposite directions.
Okay, well, then I want to stand interposed between them and their direct paths to Cecilia.
Okay. Sounds good. It is going to be Thalen's turn. And Thalen will risk the opportunity attack by moving backwards here.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit him, yeah.
Because I'm a cavalier, his movement speed goes to 0.
Sounds good.
And we'll say it's another 9 damage.
Lovely.
I will not push him away.
He snarls, and with a grimace, he draws out a stone and he speaks into it. You see it begins to glow.
I don't like that.
Alert the fairies. The Darkholm Manor. Trouble is brewing. If you can't get them here, start the fight. Avi, it's your turn.
Okay. Wonderful. That was just wonderful. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to my guns. Can I get a con save from Thalen?
Yeah, for sure. One of his best stats. A horrible roll. That's a 9.
Great, he's blind.
Okay.
And I'll give a bardic to Bracken.
Bardic for Becky.
Mhm.
Alright.
Becky Redicte.
As Avi, that'll be the end of your turn. Our Darkwing Fairy is going to flutter up. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Acceptable.
And as he does so, draws out a hand crossbow and is going to take a shot at Cecil.
Cecil, no.
No, I see so.
With a 24 to hit
That'll hit.
for 6 points of piercing damage, and then the Darkwing Fairy begins to fly off back towards the city. And Bracken. It's your turn.
Yes. You said begins to fly. How far away are they?
He is about 20 feet in the air, and then 30 feet away.
20 feet in the air, 30 feet away. So that's, God, A squared plus B squared. Math time. Okay, so that's
I'm sure there's like a calculator online to just for the
no. I
Pythagorean
can do
here.
this. I can do this. So squared is times. So 20 times 20 is 400. And then 30, that's 900. And then so 400, 900, that's 1300. 1300.
36 feet away.
Alright, take all the fun out of it.
Yeah, I am.
So I can make that.
I mean, you could run over, but if you have no way of getting 20 feet in the air,
With Step of the Wind acrobatics, I could probably do that, right?
let me check something here real quick.
Yeah, you do that.
Let me check something here, because that does not have the answer itself. Unfortunately, no. While Step of the Wind would double your speed, it does not, unless you had like some sort of like fly speed or something, but
Not anymore.
yeah, no, you don't have wings no more.
Who did that?
I did. I'm sorry.
Okay, here. Are there any vertical surfaces nearby?
Not in the direction that he is going.
Come on, you're killing.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, you know what? We're gonna make 2 attacks. I'm gonna throw a dart and a dagger. Dart first. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit our Darkwinged Fairy.
Excellent. So that is going to impose advantage with Vex. So I will deal 7 damage and have advantage on my next attack this turn.
Alright.
Following up that, I'm going to throw a dagger. This is with advantage.
Okay.
For a 29 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
And then using Nick as my ability here, it's whenever you make an extra attack of the light property with the dagger, you may take it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. This extra attack can only be made once a turn, so I get another attack with the dagger. Correct? If I'm reading that properly.
No, you're reading Nick properly. I just want to double check something real quick.
Because I want to use my bonus action if possible.
Okay, so the extra attack from the light property has to be done with a different weapon because it's utilizing that light property attack, which is basically the two-weapon fighting from 2014. So
Okay, so I don't get another attack.
you'd have to have a short sword in one hand or a dagger in the other, for that. Because I can just.
Well, I get my daggers from those bracers.
Right. Those lay differently. Let me double check something on that real quick as well.
Okay, well, we'll see if I get an extra attack. In the meantime, I'm going to use a Kender taunt to try and get him to come back around.
Alright.
And I'm going to call him a big sissy flying away with his big, dumb, stupid purple wings and ask if he come in men's sizes.
And is there a save that he has to make on that?
Yes, it is a... Let me see. A wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Which is DC 15.
So, he succeeds on the wisdom save. And looking at the flying daggers, the bracer flying daggers, what it does is you use it so you take a magic action to utilize it, and it pulls two daggers from the bracer, and you can immediately hurl them.
So I would get another.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten the first attack with the dagger.
Okay.
Or the dart.
With the dart.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay, so my apologies for misunderstanding. We can omit that. Can I add a superiority die on this?
Sure.
Cool. How's a trip attack work on a flying target?
Let me...
I know I'm asking a lot of weird questions, and I apologize, but...
No, I mean...
Getting away.
You could be, casting legend lore in the middle of combat. It'd be entirely different. I'll say that a trip attack will get him to the ground.
DC 18 on a strength save.
Okay. That is 18 even.
Damn it. Okay. I tried. I'm sorry, friends.
Alright. It is... Our NPCs go, Cecilia takes Cecil's advice and runs straight for the portal. I believe is still open for Avi that created. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So goes straight for that. The Panther Knights on the perimeter can see where the Darkwing Fairy is rushing out, and so they're in the move now to pursue. And Willa's going to grab Zared, pull him onto the back of Sekhmet, and she'll look to you, Cecil. We're heading to the council and hopefully prevent any sort of things that go wrong. If things do go wrong, we'll be with the mayor. And they take off.
Cecil nods. Probably she had already left
Yeah.
by the time he had nodded.
Oh, most
She's already
definitely.
gone.
Which will then bring us to Cecil. Your turn.
Alright. I'm smacking the shit out of Thalen.
He's blind.
You have advantage.
Oh. Oh boy.
You're
I lost my
welcome.
page. Thanks, Ami. Fuck. 19.
Yes, a 19 hits. Thalen's not wearing his
Mi-
armor.
Minimum damage. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And number 3. Minimum damage again.
As he spits out blood. Hey, you really don't have it in you, do you, Cecil? And,
Oh. I've got it in me, buddy.
it's going to be, Thalen's turn, and he is going to disengage using action and will begin to run, and as he does so, starts calling out, "Guards! Guards, help! There's an attack!" And, Avi,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay, great. He's still blind?
Yeah.
Great. We're gonna send a sorcerer's burst. $22.
22 will hit.
Great. 6 psychic.
Okay.
And we'll get. Yeah, we'll get a bardic to Cecil.
Bardic versus Cecil.
Right? Cecil.
Alrighty. Bracken, as the
Yes.
Darkwing Fairy continues to fly, further down, what do you want to do?
My best.
You'd be able to get to Thalen
We-
before you could get to the Darkwing Fairy. Just as a point of
We'll
order.
get over to Thalen. If I grapple Thalen, can I threaten the Darkwing Fairy with Thalen's life? Would he care? Do I get a vibe of that?
You don't know for sure.
Alright,
know
I'm just
that-
gonna beat the shit out of Thalen then.
Yeah, why not? It worked for you so well in the past.
Fuck it. You know, if it ain't broke. We're gonna go punch. So that's probably a hit.
Yep.
That's probably not a hit. I'm gonna flurry of blows on this and do 2 more.
Okay.
Probably a hit, probably not a hit.
That's actually 4 hits because, again, Thalen's not in his armor currently.
Oh, goody. Well, might as well burn a superiority die on this as well. So we're gonna go for a trip attack. So 7 on that. 2, 3, 4.
And he fails spectacularly on that strength save.
Just start wailing on the guy. All right.
Alright, he's barely hanging in there. but you start to see some of the guards at the berry fields looking out towards the yelling, others coming from the streets, and Thalen, not doing the best, is going to croak out, "Peace, Veldeferens." And Cecil, what do you want to do?
How far away did he get?
You only got about 30 feet away.
I'm gonna chase straight after him, and as I'm running, I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt straight at him.
Okay, go for it.
Is he still blind?
He is, yeah.
It's a 30.
Running headshot.
Yeah.
Motherfucker better not crouch. Okay.
So 17 points of damage. Cecil, would you like to paint a picture?
Oh.
He's crying out, and Cecil's running. He just puts out his left hand and channels that energy straight out the front of his hand and blasts him non-lethally.
It's magic.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately,
How do
magic.
you spare the dying?
You could use spare the dying.
How long is it gonna take for him to die?
Well, like, if it's within the minute, so, like, you can, like, this is killing him right now, so you have a minute to use the spare the dying.
On my next turn, I intend to use spare the dying. I will declare that now.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any sort of combat going on here. Everyone else is running, so you've got a moment to cast spare the dying. So, as you bring Thalen back from the brink of death, he's groaning. There's blood that stains his teeth, and as he looks up, bruised, beaten, he spits at you.
We should bind him and drag him to the mayor.
Absolutely. I've got some rope in the back of holding.
Excellent. You got enough to gag him?
Yeah. I got something in here to gag him with.
I shove
Have
his
your-
mouth full of playing cards.
You weird seed pouch in his mouth.
No, I need that. No, I need that.
I'll pull out the rope and a blanket, and I'll kind of we'll tear off like a strip from the blanket
All right.
with a knife.
I'm gonna ask for a survival roll because Thalen is gonna be fighting the attempts of being bound here, to bind and gag him.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
Oh, good thing I did. $15.
As you do this, he's again just squirming, thrashing, but you're able to do this. And you have to call upon your god to do some simple task. How far you have fallen.
My goodness, will you shut up?
And that's when the gag happens.
You got one of them stale pastries, Avi? We shove that in there.
Yeah, I got some troll fingers.
You shove that in there. Screw this guy.
There's an instant
Ow.
gagging.
Make sure I do not give him the one with the berries, because that one is Cecil's.
Oh, you can give him one with nuts.
There you go. Hope he's allergic.
Yeah, he's got an allergy.
Okay. So Cecil's gonna use his adamantine coin on a chain and get his little sable out here. And then he's gonna hop up on top and he's gonna pull Dalen on top and so he's laying over. Let's go see the mayor.
Alright.
Wait, where's Cecilia?
I sent her over to the berry fields.
Oh.
I'll go
Hell yeah.
get her. It's fine. I'll
Okay.
go get her.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
We're good. And no one came to investigate this, right?
No, there were people that saw, but no one came directly over.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
They didn't want none of
That
this.
fairy flew away though, huh?
The fairy flew
Mhm.
away.
That might be a problem. Does Avi get Cecilia?
Well,
Please tell me.
as you go over towards the berry fields,
You
would not see Cecilia over there. Roll for
Okay.
me a perception check.
25.
You do spot Cecilia.
Uh-huh.
She is held by 2 guards, one on either side, as they are forcefully escorting her to the Darkholm Manor in the wake of what has been witnessed here.
Got it. I'm gonna, instead of going... Oh no. Because they already went, and I said I'd get Cecilia. What do I do? No, I'm gonna follow after her.
Alright. Are you trying to
I'm
close
gonna
distance?
send... I don't know if I'll close distance, but I know where they're going. I'll send to Cecil. Guards got her. They're headed to your house. Gonna follow.
Cecil will respond. I'm not sure I'd be much help, but that seems like a safe place for her for now. Is Raymond still with us? Did he ever show up?
Raymond was with the guards on the perimeter, and so they went as soon
okay.
as they saw the Darkwing Fairy flying off.
Okay, cool. We're out of siblings. Alright. That's fine. Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. They're not gonna open the doors for me, Faye.
No. No, they're not. So, Avi, you follow after Cecilia?
Yeah.
Are you trying to close distance, or are you just trying to
Um,
watch?
You know, I'll run after. Hey, that's my friend. What are you doing?
As you call, they look and making sure that the young Darkholm daughter gets back to safety. As your friend, you should understand that, yeah.
No, I understand. Yeah, but I want to go with her.
Sure. Sure, you can join her.
Well, that was easy. Great. Thank you.
And as you are brought closer, one of the guards leaves off of Cecilia and will grab hold of you. And as you are brought to the Darkholm door, they bang on it, and is there anything you do here?
Yeah.
What
You know, it struggle a bit, you know? Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm bigger than you. I could punt you over that wall.
I'm sure you could try. So,
I probably couldn't, but you know.
as the door opens, the guard immediately says, I have news for Aronis. And the staff member nods and please step inside. I will fetch the lord of the house.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And so as the guard sort of, again, manhandling a bit into the waiting area.
Do you mind? But
You said you wanted to join your friend.
I am not struggling. You do not have to hold on so tight.
And meanwhile, Cecilia is struggling.
Would you relax, please?
Don't understand. And it's at this point that you hear footsteps returning, and a gnome, very dignified. You saw him briefly in the court council room. Aranish Stockholm steps forward.
Oh, damn.
There was news that I was to be made aware of. And the one guard that is holding on to Cecilia's arm. Yes. Your daughter and her friend here were seen cavorting with an exile and aiding in the attack against a political standing.
Now listen, there is more to it than that.
Does he speak the truth?
Yes, technically, but there is good reason. If you'll let me explain.
Your reason will have to wait for the council. Bring them down to the dungeons.
This is bad.
Yeah. These guys are Thalen's friends.
Well, shit, you should have said something sooner.
I was trying to get away.
Maybe I shouldn't have sent you into the berry field. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
They probably would have seen me if I was on the outside too. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
But you are, by order of Uranus, brought down by these guards to the Darkholm dungeons. And you are set each in a separate cell.
All of us?
No, just those two. You two were able to go.
Just those two.
Yeah, you two had left.
That sounds like Joe.
Okay. While I'm in here, because
Gotta serve your time. I'm sorry.
it's all good. Let's see.
Now, bags would be confiscated, but you are not, bags and obvious weaponry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But you are not disconnected from any sort of magic.
Great. Here's my plan. I gotta use some meta magic here. And it was just in front of me that okay. So I'm gonna use 5 of my sorcery points. 5. Get back a 3rd level spell slot and send to Cecil again. Made it to Cecilia. Bad news. Dad knows. We're in the dungeon. He's coming to you. I think.
that it? Okay. That sucks.
That's what I said.
You can tell him to meet us at the mayor's office. That's where we'll meet Willa and Zared and deliver Thalen for justice. We'll 5 more, right? Sorry.
No, 7. Sorry.
I got 7? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
hang on. Minor retcon. We'll come get you as soon as... That's it.
Grafie's
That's
just as bad as my mom. Abby kind of like slumps down in a chair, crosses her arms. This is the worst.
It's also probably really small because it's not made for tall people.
Punching down.
We will come get you as soon as possible. I love you. I love you. I love you. I.
Cecilia has her like head against the bars and just like forehead resting against it. Didn't think I'd ever actually be in the dungeons. He's like ordered to be here.
Yeah, it's not great. You alright though?
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to deal with right now is, A, being in the dungeon, and B, my father's disappointment, but...
And in my experience, it doesn't really a father's disappointment rarely lasts very long.
He changed after what everything with Cecil happened.
Yeah.
He used to be, a little bit more lenient. Tradition still had power, but now he's... At least what you saw. When he thought that one of his own committed a treasonous act, it was... Well, he saw it as a failing of himself. He's been hard on us ever since.
Sorry.
It's what it is.
Yeah, it is. Well, oh wait, no, they took all my stuff.
Do you know how
Would have had a way out of here.
Do you know how to pick locks?
Kinda. Like I get the idea of it. I was always meaning to practice, and then I got this thing where I just kind of hit it and it opens locks, and that's in my bag.
I've seen you can't, if you bring it up, he'll deny it. But I've seen Zared be able to pick locks before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got all sorts of special tools, but I've got a hairpin and I can bend it into what I saw, and then you can maybe try and pick your lock, and then...
Yes. Anything.
So, well, Cecilia begins working on that as step 1 of your dungeon break. Cecil, you have Thalen on your Sable. Bracken, you are running alongside because you have that speed. And you guys are heading towards the council building and the mayor's office. And hopefully before hell has broken loose. What are some thoughts going on through your mind currently as you are making this run for it?
Cecil's most concerned about minimizing whatever upheaval might be caused here. Seems that Thalen got politically in place very, very quickly, rose very quickly, and we're not exactly sure how that came to be or what contingency plans he's laid. So getting him delivered to the mayor seems to be the right first step. So we're moving. He keeps looking back. See Bracken and Naruto running behind him, making sure he's keeping up.
As you get closer to the building, you see smoke. You hear shouts.
Other people running.
You don't see any sort of civilians running, but you do see that nearby buildings have been barricaded, so it seems that they have perhaps already gotten out of this fray.
I'm looking for Willa and Zared.
As you try and find them, you don't see anything on the outer fringes, but as you get closer, you can see that small groups of fighting have broken out between the Vel de Ferren forces and some of the city guards here, and roll for me perception checks here, and this can be for both of you. Bracken, it's fighting.
Oh, goody.
Cecil, as you're looking around, you don't see Willa or Zared. You do see Raymond. Not quite on the offensive as you know him to prefer. He's very much on the defense, closest to the council building.
Well, then we've got to get over there, Bracken. My brother's over
Alright,
there
let's get
holding.
rolling.
Yeah, we gotta get through this crowd or whatever. Could the Sable hold a third small creature?
It's a large creature, yeah? Or is it medium?
I don't think I ever got a stat block.
I've got a stat block for it. It is a medium-sized creature. So I would say that if you put a third creature, even a small one, it's going to be a little bit more.
How fast is it?
The Sable, not as fast as you.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
I'll just run
great.
next to it.
Yeah, Bracken can keep up. It's fine.
So how do you want to get
We're pushing
through? How do you want to get through the fighting? Do you want to try and fight your way through? Do you want to try and maneuver your way through? Or what is your intention?
Maneuvering sounds faster if there's a path through.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a survival check to see if you can find a path.
A big 18.
Cecil finds a
And
path.
not so big 4.
Bracken, as you are moving through, You are caught. There is a hand that brings you up. This hand is claw-like. Deep shadows that fades to this umbral gray toned skin, and the elegant armor with the embossed moons over the leathers. You see, holding you off the ground, is the Regent Stradala.
Ah,
And as she looks at you, there's a moment where you can see gears, but it's only for maybe a blink or two before she recognizes. You're one of Dalafor's.
not really one of his, just more subcontracted through him, I suppose.
Best be careful. You can fight alongside the defense of this allegiance that he has. It seems. Working against us is an entire household. But watch your back. Dalafor is a snake. And she will put you down on the other side of where you were, away from the fight that she then pursues after.
Alrighty. Cool. Yeah.
And you can move through the crowds. Again, a little more difficulty to meet with Cecil, who at this point, Cecil, you have made it towards where Raymond is, as he's dispatching a ferry and throwing him off to the side.
I'll ride up. Raymond, I've got him.
What?
I'll grab the back of his hair and like lift his head up.
Getting the Darkwings haven't made their way past us yet.
Where are Will and Zared?
Inside with the mayor and some other council members.
All right. Come on, Bracken. Oh, also, my friend Avi and Cecilia got arrested by Dad. All right, we'll be back.
What? And then the door closes.
All right.
Yeah.
What you got? What's Bracken got?
Nothing. I was about to say ready to follow along, but yeah.
Once we get in, all right. What are we looking at on the inside? What do we got going on here?
Most everything in this area is clear, but you can see that there was a hasty retreat from this area. Papers are somewhat strewn about, some have even fallen to the floor.
Okay. I won't get down. I'm looking for Willa and Zared and the rest of the council.
Absolutely.
Well, they do not seem to be in the main chamber. So, investigation.
I will shout out, Willa, Zared.
As you shout out, you hear a voice come from down the other chamber, the more private office areas. This way! And it's Willa.
All right, we're going that way. Come on, Bracken.
I'm coming on.
You would notice Willa and Sekhmet out in the hallway beyond the mayor's office.
I've got him. And I'll once again pull his head up.
He looks like shit.
Yeah, he does.
That's me.
It's accurate.
Where's the council?
The ones that are present are in the best area of defense is to have everyone in one place.
The mayor?
Also in there. And Zarid.
Good. Alright, well, I'm gonna drag Thalen in there and then hand him off and then the journal.
And where's Cecilia? I thought she was going to help with us.
She and my friend Avi got arrested.
Great.
By Dad.
By Dad? Okay. That's... Does he know that they were with you?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's hope that he doesn't. Because that will make things worse. Because Dad will get on their case for not reporting you. There could be other repercussions based on council proceedings. Until your sentence is overturned, which I hope Zarid is going to do the right thing and help with that.
Why wouldn't he? Never mind, I get it.
Yeah.
We've got evidence.
Yes, no,
It'll be okay.
the evidence. I have a lot of faith in the evidence. The people, not so much.
You think the rest of the council's not trustworthy and I shouldn't turn Thalen over?
Thalen got there in the first place. I don't know who.
I think it's still our best shot.
Yes, there are people on the council that are against Thalen. You said it yourself, the mayor. I don't know who on the council is with Thalen.
Well, they won't be able to dispute the evidence. Help me drag him in there.
All right.
Bracken, give me a hand.
On it. Bracken starts to drag it.
Willow will pick up the Thalen by the feet. And as you bring him in, she accidentally pantses him.
Damn.
Whoops.
How does that?
Alright, well, we'll just toss him in here. And I'm gonna go up to the mayor and hand the mayor the journal and just say, here's all the evidence you need.
And she'll nod, taking it. Thank you.
Now I'll look back over to Zara. Do you got this?
I will do what I can.
Okay. And I'll go back to Willa and Bracken. Willa, do you think if I turn myself in to Father, he'll let Avi and Cecilia go?
Probably not. But it might be distraction enough. Cecilia's clever. I'll be able to figure out something.
I mean, they don't need to dig a deeper hole for themselves.
They don't need to. But
Do you think they're already digging a deeper hole for themselves?
Probably.
You're right. Well, what about all these fairies?
I need to do something about them. I don't know what's happening. I came here and a fight was brewing. I think it might have done with whatever sending that Thalen got out before we got here. Might have been to Jalavesh. I haven't seen her, though.
Well, Thalen was planning on betraying the fairies anyway. None of this fighting needs to be happening.
Unless he was using the fight as a means of covering for his betrayal.
Something else. Could be. And Jelaves is still out there too.
Jelaves is still out there.
And she was talking to something else in the woods.
It's a whole web. If we can mitigate the fighting, bring it to a standstill, some sort of truce, maybe we can talk reason.
Okay. Who's in charge of the ferries around here? Do we even
Bracken,
know?
you would know that Regent Shadala would be the head of the militia forces here.
And be the one I was told to take out.
Why were you told to take her out?
Because apparently she's a traitor for back with the guy I'm working for, but I don't really like him.
Do you have evidence that she's a traitor?
I mean, he up and told me, so I'm going off his word.
And you don't think that he could be manipulating you?
I mean, whether he is or he isn't, that's not really my choice or concern. He told me to do it. I'm under duress here.
And you don't think that's going to get you in hotter water?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person the wrong questions here. I'm doing what I can.
His uncle is being held by the person pulling the strings. They originally sent us here, and
Okay.
yeah.
Let's think about this here.
Okay.
High military person you were told to assassinate for being a traitor. You don't know if they're actually a
Sure.
traitor or not.
Right.
If you manage to get peace with this figure in lieu of all of our political troubles here that Dalen's been shit stirring, do you think that, they might be grateful enough to get your uncle out?
Maybe. I mean, that seemed to be the agreement.
So why kill her when you can just do a favor and ask for a favor in return?
Got
Look, I'm just trying to get out of here with, as less bloodshed as possible. I'm not like Raymond.
Look, I know. I get that this is going on here. This is an outside thing that I have frankly no control over. I was told to go somewhere and do something and to get that done, to get what I need done. I'm not sure hey, I fucked up and didn't do what you told me, but I did this thing instead, so
No,
maybe we
I'm
can
not.
cut a deal. It's going to work.
I'm not talking about going back to the guy that hired you. I'm talking about whoever this high position, because I'm thinking, someone with this level of military power has some pull of her own.
We could try, but if things go tits up, I'm out. That's it. I lose my whole thing, so that's not great.
All right. You know what? I don't know what's going on here, but if we try it this way, right?
Yeah.
And it does not work, you can call on me and I'll assist. I'll put in my offer here to help, since I would have gotten you into that situation.
Okay. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. You can also tell me to piss
Man,
off.
Well, we'll find out on the other end of this if that's going to be necessary.
Man, I wish Avi was here. If we're gonna be doing some talking.
Speaking.
It clearly doesn't go well.
Speaking of Avi, let's go back to the dungeons here real quick.
Okay.
At this point, Cecilia has pulled the pin out of her hair and has been sort of forming it, putting it against the teeth, against the walls, whatever she needs to get it into the perfect position. And okay, I think this is it. And she like brushes the hair out of her face again. She's going to toss it over across the way to your cell.
Great. And I'll pick it up. All right. I'm gonna try this, but anything that you've noticed that you notice that I'm doing wrong, you call me out on it, all right?
Let me see if I can do this. No, it's unfortunately a touch spell. I was gonna offer guidance.
It's all right.
I'll do my best. I've only watched Zeri do it a couple of times, but
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just, no pressure or anything. We're calming down. It's gonna be fine. Oh,
and it'll be a sleight of hand check to try and
okay.
do this.
Got it. Okay, here we go. 12.
Well, you can definitely, as you get the hairpin into the keyhole, you can feel the different tumblers around. You're not getting anywhere.
Okay. You know what? That's fine. It's just a trial run. It's gonna take me a few tries,
Yeah.
There's a lot of pins. This is gnomish locking mechanisms. It's not something that I'm used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm just gonna try again.
We've got all the time in the world.
Absolutely so much time.
She is getting very, like, she's trying to take deep breaths seeing theirs, but you can
Okay,
see the nerves.
Listen to me, and you're not helping me. I can see your face being weird. I can't.
I don't work well under pressure.
I swear to God, if you put your hands on your hips, it's gonna throw me off.
No, I'm actually just, I'm going to turn around and
Okay.
and I'm just gonna get on my knees, and
Uh-huh.
as she does this, you can start
Pray to
here.
the moon.
She's praying to the moon.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna try again.
Please,
Everything's
God,
fine.
make sure this person can do their fucking job.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Holy
The pin snaps.
Oh no.
Hey, how's that praying coming?
While you're busy praying, can you fix this for me?
Not good if that's what I thought it was.
Oh, boy.
You know what? Okay. What if I just I'm gonna get as far back in my cell as I can, and we're gonna just send a burst at the lock.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Unfortunately, while a 12 will hit the greater door, it does not hit the lock mechanism specifically.
You know what? It's a cantrip. I'm doing it again. It takes literally nothing. That's better. 24.
24 will hit the lock.
Great. We'll hit it with lightning. Or nope, thunder.
Okay.
16 thunder.
That's loud.
As it does rumble, there is also the crack of the locking mechanism.
Alright.
And
that worked.
And as you're able to now push the door open, you see Cecilia like getting up and like pointing to where your stuff had been confiscated, as well as you can see a set of rings for the cells.
Yeah, we're just gonna grab my stuff, grab the key, so we don't have to use the charge of the chime. And we'll get her out. Everything worked out.
Yeah, except I
I
think
told you it would.
I think they might have heard that upstairs.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
I know a way out of here that we won't be caught. Come with me.
Great. Okay.
And so she's like gonna grab your hand and just start running.
Incredible.
So as the two of you attempt to make a break for it, I am just gonna ask for a stealth roll. See how well that goes.
11.
Cecilia's not doing much better.
Hey, listen, we're just two girlies who are loud. That's fine.
So what happens here is that you get out,
Mm-hmm.
and then those two guards that had brought you in. Hey! We've got an escape!
Hey, shut up!
So you guys are able to continue running. And so they're calling out, and Cecil, Bracken, you don't have Avi here for the talking. That Willa is suggesting that if you can find a way to get the fighting down to a area where negotiation is possible, maybe you can wait and buffer some time for Avi to hopefully get there. So, what's the plan?
Okay,
Clench my face real
we
hard.
gotta go. We gotta go talk to that lady.
Yeah, we do.
I dismiss the Sable. We can do
Would
this.
it be good or bad to tell her that I need to kill her?
Bad. Well,
I mean,
bad at first,
right?
but then
You
good
see?
later.
Yeah, see, honesty is the best policy, right? That's what I'm thinking. So if I
We've
rock
all
in
been
there and I'll
deceived
be
here.
like, hey, this guy told me to kill you because you're a traitor. And see what she has to say about that. That's how this should go, right?
Well, right, and then say we don't have to kill you if she can get your uncle out.
Fair.
And then Thalen was playing everybody, so there's no reason for the
Right.
fairies to be fighting the gnomes.
Okay, cool. So all right. Okay, I could do this. I think I could get through on this.
Punch one.
You're
I
gonna-
was sent to kill you.
Yeah.
Punch two. I don't have to. Sorry.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna bang on the door.
You can just open the door and
Almost
leave.
knew- well.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
guys are on the inside.
I thought we were already walking over to her. My fault.
No, she's outside in the fight. You guys are inside away from the fight.
Okay, so I'll walk out the door. And I'll walk up to her. And I'll look up.
As you walk up to her, she reaches out with that shadowy clawed hand that she had gripped you before, and these shadows burst out of the ground, and you can see like siphon energy out of gnomes that were fighting against her before she looks down at you. What? Speak quickly, there's a fight going on here.
Yeah, hey, crazy story. You probably didn't need to do that. I was sent to kill you, but I think we could do something instead to make sure that doesn't happen.
The hand goes towards you.
Hey,
not grabbing you, but you can see energy sparking off the claws. Speak quickly. Who sent you to kill me?
Yeah.
Why?
Thalen told me to tell you that you were a traitor.
No.
And that...
No.
What?
Dalafor.
Dalafor.
Cecil
told
comes
me to
running
tell
out.
you.
It's Dalafor.
Sorry, I get the names mixed up. My fault. Dalafor told me to kill you because you were a traitor, and he's got everybody going up against each other. The gnomes don't need to fight the fairies. This is whole big fucking mess. If you can help me get my uncle out of prison, I don't have to kill you none.
And Thalen
Because I can, and
has
I
been
will.
pulling.
But
No,
I don't want to.
no. We can't even do it. And
Oh no, we totally
Thalen was
could.
and God damn it. And Thalen was pulling everybody's strings. He made all this happen. None of this needs to be happening. Everybody's cool.
Yeah, no, he's setting up all these dumb fights that don't need to happen. So if you don't want to get
We
your
just-
ass kicked, we can work together on this.
All right.
We just arrested him and turned him in.
So
There's just two little guys just yelling at this lady.
I'm going to ask for a persuasion check. Bracken, you have both advantage and disadvantage on this that cancel each other out. And Cecil, I'll give you advantage for this.
You can read his book. It's just in there. Jeez. We have a book.
That's wrong, Cassie.
I
So
dodged the nat one. It's okay.
there's a moment where she's looking at Bracken.
He puts his fist up it just in case.
Cecil puts his hand on Bracken's fist and puts it down.
She does not even
claw.
look. Yeah, she does not even look at you, Cecil, but you can tell that her words are directed at you. Bring them inside. We'll discuss this after the fight has come to a cease.
What do we bring? Who are we bringing inside? You?
She said bring him inside, likely referring to Bracken as she was speaking to you and glaring at Bracken.
Okay. Okay, everybody chill. Bracken, let's go back inside.
Hey,
She's
all
gonna
right,
come in.
sounds good. We'll see you in there.
And she
And
starts...
I'll tell Raymond to let her in.
Yeah, she'll start giving orders to the more immediate dark-winged fairies you can hear as you're backing away of retreat and ceasefires.
As we're walking back, Bracken will lean over. I think that went pretty well.
It could have gone much worse. Well, maybe not much worse, but a little worse.
And
Cecil will go over to Raymond and be like, hey, I think we settled things down for a second. That fairy is going to want to read that book.
she's actually, while she is fae, she's not a fairy.
That lady's going to want to read that book.
Yes. She is a nightshade nymph.
Whatever that means.
Tall,
I got some
willowy, poisonous.
I
Mm.
can fix her.
Hot.
Oh yeah, very hot.
Is she hot, Faye?
Oh, 100%. Would do her in an
The
instant.
names of the fairies she was talking to, what are they?
They are dark-winged fairies.
Yeah, the names of them. The names of each one she was talking.
No. That's a whole ass, like, gorilla army right there. No.
It's like 16 of them.
Everybody's cool.
So, as the two of you are able to make your way inside, you can hear where the sounds of fighting begin to lessen. And Avi, I'm sure you would communicate to Cecilia the intention of being at the mayor's office.
Yes.
So, you two walk through at a rapid pace the streets of Darkholm, and you would see the remnants of smoke as you get closer to the council building.
This looks bad.
Yeah, does not look good.
Okay, well, let's just get in there and
As,
not out here.
Yeah. As you come to the building itself, you can see signs of fighting that had happened out here. There are scorch marks on the grounds of perhaps fire or magic. There's blood on the streets as well. But there's no fighting that is happening currently.
Mm-hmm.
I think this looks worse.
Yeah, it does.
Raymond's right there. We can get inside.
All right, let's go. Let's go inside.
And so Raymond, who's still standing guard, will wave the two of you in. And when you enter into the main chamber, it seems to be in a state of disarray. But you would notice Cecil, Bracken, Willa, and the Regent Stradala.
Okay.
Hey, I thought you guys were arrested.
We broke out. And
Hey, good for you.
it only took one try to get the lock open. Isn't that right, Cecilia?
Yeah,
You're getting better at this.
I know, right?
well, it
I mean, that
was
you're really
with
good at picking
magic.
locks. I've never seen you fail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It got
yeah.
open. It
Yeah,
got
it doesn't
open.
matter. Also, we're gonna have to resolve that later. That's fine.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yep, you got him. This one. Hi, sorry.
Yeah.
She's in charge of the Darkwing Fairies over
Yeah,
here.
I
She's
know
the
who
one I
she
was.
is. I know who she
Yeah,
is,
she
Bracken.
was the one I was supposed to kill, and I told her I could kick her ass or she could come talk to us. So
I know
here
who
we
she
are.
is, Bracken.
Yes, we were about to start negotiations.
Oh, good. All right. So nobody messed that up. Great.
No, we did great.
Everybody nailed what they were
Everyone did
supposed to
great.
do.
Incredible.
Hey, who's got that book? And I'm looking in the crowd of people who's got the journal.
So the
I-
council
I
does
thought it
not
was
have
you.
the book right now. Or the council is not present right now. They have the book, but they're still in the mayor's
Oh.
office. We do not need the book for this. I have ways of knowing the truth.
Oh, me too.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's figure this shit out. And I will ungag Thalen, and I will cast Bane on him.
Oh,
It's a charisma.
He fails, which means
Yeah.
he's got a negative D4 to his saving throws.
Yeah. All right, do your thing.
Okay. And she clasps together her hands, and you can hear the prayers to the moon and wow, Balin, Buddy. Good for you guys. He fails due to his dice roll and then the Bane roll. He had a 0 before modifiers. So
Screw that guy.
we're so smart and cool, guys.
Does anyone else within the range of the zone of truth try to resist, or do you elect to fail?
Can I
Oh,
just
I'll fail it.
step out like a little bit out of the zone of truth? Like shimmy on back so nobody
If he
notices.
tries to move, I will stop him from moving.
I'll still be present. I just don't want to be in the
Hey,
zone of truth.
Get your butt into the zone.
It makes my
Is the
skin
mayor in
tingle
here?
weird.
You'd
I
have
don't
to
like it.
Yeah, you'd have to be like on like the really awkward edges of conversation because it is a 15-foot emanation.
Feels like someone's throwing handfuls of Q-tips at me.
All right. So,
Is the mayor in here?
no, she is going over the evidence with the council. But you do have.
Don't they all want to hear this?
I mean,
Yeah, they're a little busy.
we've got evidence in his own handwriting and witnesses, and it'll be, I think, fine for testimony in our judicial system, but I think this seems a little more intimidating as like Cecilia looks over to this very she is predatory almost in the etherealness and otherworldliness that is presented.
She's so right.
All right, fair enough.
So, you had mentioned a few points that I'd like to discuss.
Okay.
The first, Dalafor had asked for you to kill me on reports that I am a traitor.
That's what he said.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, he lies. I would never betray the Queen Lannifer. Now, he may view me as a traitor to his own goals and pursuits, but I do not care for them. My service is directly to the Queen.
Hey, that's real cool and all, but that's that's what he told us. That's what we told you. That's kind of where I'm at on that.
Just
Correct.
real quick, because she is within the zone as well.
Mhm.
She could have chose to fail, but she could have also rolled to resist. So can I insight?
You can.
Miss Cecilia would know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna ask Cecilia right out in the open. It don't matter. I rolled a 15.
Can I insight this? Seeing that that Avi's
Mm.
trying to pick up on something.
Yeah, I mean, at any point during this conversation, you can try and incite someone.
What do I feel about her saying she's not a traitor? Is she sus? Is she trying to vent in front of us?
With a 26, she seems deadly. Like, she could kill.
Well,
Um,
debatable.
but she also does not seem to be deceitful. She has
Okay.
what you can see with a 26, an unerring loyalty to Queen Lannifer, and maybe mild disdain towards Dalafor.
Well, we got something in common then.
So, yes, I understand what you were told, but you were told farce. I am simply illuminating the truth for you. Secondly, you mentioned something about us working together, a collaboration of it. You had a goal in mind. Speak it. And she's looking at you, Bracken.
Well, yeah. So like, I don't have to beat you up if we can get my uncle out of jail, and it sounds like you've been wronged by the guy that wronged me. So if we just go back and beat his ass, I think we all win here. Enemy of my enemy is an asshole, right?
Dalafor, correct?
Yeah.
No one with the allegiance to this one? And her eyes turn to Thalen.
From what I've parsed together, yes. Reading the tea leaves in the room.
And what is your uncle imprisoned for?
Yeah, because I punched Dalafor upside the head a couple years ago.
I remember that story.
Yeah, that was me.
Interesting.
I've gotten a lot better at punching.
Well,
Not so good at making decisions.
perhaps you're expanding such a skill. You would have made a very poor decision choosing me as an enemy.
Debatable, but anyway, let's keep going.
Her attention turns then towards you, Cecil. You spoke of this one, and she points to Thalen with the claw. Having schemes and machinations. Do you know if they entwine with Dalafor's any?
I believe so.
And by all
He's
means,
got it in his journal.
by all means, lead the interrogations that I may bear witness.
All right, asshole.
We're really letting this.
Did you
Oddly enough, we're
conspire?
just letting the asshole fly.
Did you conspire against the city of Darkholm for your own ambitions?
There's a moment where he goes to speak and his voice stops. Nothing comes out. His mouth doesn't even form words.
The magic prevented his lie.
Yes.
Did you conspire against Prince Dalafor for your own ambitions?
Seeing that his first attempt got him nowhere, Thalen glaring at you. There were plans in place. Conspiracies had not yet had time to develop. There was a unfortunate escalation of my plans.
Did you conspire against me?
Conspire? I didn't have to conspire against you. Just waited for an opportunity.
Were you gonna betray Prince Dalafor and the Darkwing Fairies?
Of course I was. Why would I want to share with him? Sure, he just wants a piece of the pie, but everyone does, and it's not gonna happen.
Just a little side eye at the lady over there, a little eyebrow wiggle.
What do you think of that, huh?
Yeah.
What does he know of Dalafor's plans?
Yeah, what was Dalafor's endgame here?
He wanted the loonberries. He was willing to help me to get them. I'm sure he wants his own power.
What was he gonna do with the berries?
Sell them, get wealth. Who cares? He wasn't gonna get them anyway.
Where's your cousin, Jelaves?
Long gone.
Did you know that she was conspiring against you?
She wouldn't.
But she was. Everybody wants a piece of the pie.
The berry pie, as it were.
I just think you're funny.
Yeah, try.
He doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
I'll
He
turn
says
back to
flexing
the.
my funny bone makes me better at speaking.
I'll
I
turn
don't think
back.
I've ever said that.
Yeah,
I'll
you
turn back to
implied
the.
it once
Are
or
you
twice.
satisfied?
It's enough to begin a conversation with the Queen. Though you will perhaps be asked upon for your own testimony.
That's fine. As long as we can get his uncle out and settle all this business. Dalafor has been a pain in our side for a long time.
Arranging a release. We'll wait until after testimonies. Queen Lanafrey has to give the approval of such matters.
That sounds very reasonable. I'll look back at Dalen. Anything else you want to say for yourself?
I hate you.
Cecil's gonna lean in very close. You're never gonna taste a loonberry again.
Boom.
And Cecil's gonna pull out the little vial that he keeps with him. It's like 2/3 full, and he's gonna put 2 drops on the floor in front of him.
And you can just see on Thalen's face how he seethes. And then there is the sound of footsteps from the hallway beyond. The council members and the mayor, in a bit of surprise seeing Shradala here, but we'll look to your group and to Thalen, and Zared speaks first. There's been arrangements for a re-examination of your sentencing and trial, as well as the talk of a expedited trial.
Not sure I could ask for any more. Thanks, Zared. You came through.
This just means more late nights at work for me, so.
Yeah, Dad might be pissed.
A lot pissed.
What happened?
We got arrested and escaped, and I might have broken a door.
I'll fix the door. Everything's gonna be fine. He'll get over it when he sees all the evidence.
It's going to be such a pain to deal with.
It's okay. It's my problem to deal with.
Don't wait until the retrial is done before he tries to do anything stupid.
Got
Then
it.
we'll handle the situation. We can gather the council by midday tomorrow. I suggest you go back to where you rested last night. I'll send someone to get you when you're needed.
You don't think I need to go into custody?
No, I don't. Do you think that I need you to be put into custody?
No.
Would it make Dad less angry?
Probably, but I'm not planning on going back home tonight.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I can just
Alright.
stay in the stables too, so. Me and Sekhmet cuddled up nice, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow then.
Definitely shouldn't go back home.
No, you definitely shouldn't.
It's fine. I'm sure that I can ask the temple for sanctuary, it's fine.
Well, I didn't think I would ever be back here with all of you.
And Willa kind of goes over and puts her her arm just on your shoulder and leans up against you, but in a way that she puts all of her weight to try and cause you to stumble. And yeah, it's nice. Awkward in some places, but better than thinking you were some sort of treason committer.
Certainly not. But thank you all for having my back.
Yeah, of course. The babiest of brothers, and she like ruffles your hair.
I'll put my helmet back on.
So,
I'm just kidding. I'll take it back off.
well, I mean, put it back on. As far as I've heard around town, you've got this thing on your
Thing on his
face.
face.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing on my face. Look, it's fine.
No, I think there's something there.
It's definitely
No.
there.
Yeah, like right there, and then she's gonna like
Right.
flick your nose.
Hey, don't bully my buddy.
Do you want to get bullied too?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Like
Uh-oh.
cracking shorter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that makes him perfect height. So,
You want to try me?
with a little bit of air and easiness, you guys are able to break away. Where do you head for the evening? Do you go back to the hollow? The hidden hollow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. We can hole up in there. At least until someone comes to collect us.
So, as you settle in for the evening, do you feel safe enough to go without a watch, or do you set up a watch?
I don't want to watch tonight. I just want to sleep. I got arrested. And I almost killed your ex-best friend. And I broke your sister's hairpin.
What? What do you mean?
So
How'd you break the hairpin?
Okay, so the unlocking of the door did not go as well as I tried to play it off.
Neither did our conversation with the hot lady.
Okay, great. I'm so glad that we lied
But
to
everything's
each other.
okay.
Everything's
No,
fine.
it's okay. I think we all knew. Everything's fine.
Um,
But I actually came much closer to killing him. I just ran at him and blasted him. You
yeah,
just
I don't
remember
know
that?
why
That was
you didn't just let him die.
It'd be too easy.
Although the information that we got from him was good.
He can go through a little bit of what I went through.
It was
Or
his
maybe
fault. So
he can go
yeah,
through way more. Yeah.
it's all his
Way
fault.
more of what I would.
Yeah,
Yeah, screw that guy.
kick him out.
Yeah.
Straight to execution.
Also
Castrate him.
fine. Sure.
Who said that?
Brad.
Then, seeming that it seems that there is going to be a no watch this evening, you can all press your long rest buttons, and we will pick up with the morning and the trials in our next session.